Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, the Daily Forex. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching one of my best strategy for boom and crash, and it's going to be a very powerful strategy, and I'm going to be showing you how we can also use this strategy to catch spike and also use the same strategy for boom and crash 500 index. All right, so let's go. Now we're going to be using only two indicators for the strategy, which are going to be the RSI and the force index. Okay, so now when we enter into the indicator tab, we're going to go to main window. I'm going to put on the relative strength index. Okay, now we're going to choose on the relative strength index. Choose on the relative strength index. We're going to be using the period on 14 while we apply to close, and the levels we're going to choose on level 90 at the first one right here, level 90. Then the other one's going to be level 10. Okay, I want you to pay attention to these guys. Level 19 and level 10. Why the style is going to be on 3 pixel. The color is going to be on black. Choose the black color. After that, you click on done, right? And the pattern is going to be the one on the middle. Then you click on done. Then the pixel right here is going to be on 2 pixel for the style, while you leave the color on blue. Okay, you leave the color on blue. Then the line is going to be the one with the first one right here, this first line, the straight line. Yeah, then after that you click on done. Now let's go on to the second indicator. We're going to put on main window. I'm going to look for the force index. Now we choose on the force index. Then the period for the force index is going to be on period 14. While you apply, the method is going to be simple right here, simple. Then the volume is going to be on tick. Then the style is going to be on 2 pixel. The color is going to be on brown, right? You're going to leave the color on brown as default, brown right there, and the line is going to be the one on the first one, right? This first line right here. So quick and easy, you click on done. Right now, these are the two indicators we're going to be using for this crash 500 index, and also we're going to be using these indicators for the boom 500 index as well. Okay, and with this strategy I'm going to be showing you guys how I'll be able to catch spike with the strategy also. Okay, now let's get started. Now you see the main indicator we're going to be using is the force index, right? The force index strategy. So I'm going to be trading, and where I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to be using this strategy to trade and catch spikes and also take candles when it gets to this level 10, right? When it gets to the level 10, now pay attention guys. I'm not going to be telling you to take a candle, so the only time you're going to be exiting the market is when the force index, the trend of the force index goes down. Okay, now you see at this point it reaches level 10, you take your candles, right? This is the entry point for, remember we're trading this on the 1 minute time frame. All right, we're trading this on the 1 minute time frame. So when the force index gets to level 10, that's the entry point, and you start taking your candle. All right, you start taking your candles, then guys, once this force index, the trend goes down immediately. Okay, you see at this point right here, you see the curve of the line of the force index is going down right at this point. But if you see at this place right here, a candlestick is growing, right? At this point there was a candlestick. Take a look at this point. If you mark it down from here to this point right here, you see there's a curve. Okay, so once you notice a curve, you exit the market because it's going to spike within the next trend. And when it spikes, it will be when the market is about to go up. So at this point it already spikes at this point, and it's at the level 10 right here. At the level 10, then you start taking your candlesticks at this entry position. Taking your candlesticks at this entry position, right? Just as you can see, then immediately it curves down. You exit the market. If you see right here, it curves down at this point, right? But it didn't spike, so you might want to exit the market at this point. Then if you notice that it didn't spike, you open another position. Right now, let's take a look at this right here at the level 10. At the level 10, immediately there was a spike. When it reaches points, there was a spike, as you can see guys. then you enter into the market. Now this is the entry point. Then at this point there was a curve. Take a look at this, guys. There was a curve at this point. Let me zoom. Okay, see, there was a curve at this point. There was a curve. So once you notice a curve, it's gonna spike. So at this point you want to exit the market, but you can decide to take just 5 candles from this point at the level 10. Okay, you can decide to take just 5 candles at this point at the level 10. Now guys, this strategy is a very simple and easy strategy. Okay, now let me show you guys how you can use the strategy on the Boom 500 index and how you'll be able to catch spike on the Boom 500 index. Now this strategy, using this indicator, the Forex index, is really good, and you can use it to catch spike on the Boom 500 index more than the Crash 500 index, guys. Boom 500 index, guys. Now on Boom 500 index, now on Boom 500 index is gonna be when the Forex index crosses above the level 90, guys. Okay, on the Crash 500 index, it has to cross the level 10. Okay, you see at this point it crosses level 10, but now while using the Boom 500 index, now you see there was a cross of the level 90, so that is your entry point. Guys. Okay, now as you can see, this market trend for the Forex index has already curved down. Now I'm going to show you that this market is going to spike. Okay, it's going to spike any soon from now at this point. Okay, it's going to give us a curve immediately. Now let's say you enter into the market from this point, you take into your entry position at this point. But when you see at this point right here, this candle tick right here before the spike, if you trace down at this point, you will notice that on this trend it was an uptrend, okay, on the Forex index, but it was creating a candle peep, right? You can see it was creating a candle tick, and it was an uptrend. It was not on this trend, on the straight line pattern. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, guys. So you see here, before this spike, there was an uptrend on the Forex index. Okay, there was an uptrend. So immediately it creates an uptrend during a candle tick. You close that entry, all right? You close the market and you exit the market. Okay, that is how you can avoid the spike catching you. Okay, that's how you can avoid the spike. Then when you want to catch a spike, immediately you see after the trend goes up, immediately you see after this trend the Forex index goes up immediately. Okay, immediately that's an entry position for a spike if you want to trade to catch a spike on Boom 500 index. So I hope you understand what I'm saying with the strategy. On Crash 500 index, you wait until the Forex index trend crosses the level 10, you enter into the market, and that's a good entry position, right, for the Crash 500 index. Okay, the Crash 500 index. And the Boom 500, when it reaches the level 90, that's a good entry position. And when it starts creating an uptrend for the Forex index, when you see the Forex index create an uptrend, okay, now if you're gonna create an uptrend, it's just gonna spike a little bit. I'm not talking about this spike right here. I'm talking about the trend for the Forex index. It's gonna go up a little bit, but it's still gonna be on a candle. It's gonna be on the candle tick. I hope you understand what I'm saying, guys. It's still gonna be on the candle tick. That is a signal for you to exit the market, and it's gonna give you a signal for a spike. Okay, that's a signal for a spike. Immediately it creates an uptrend. Okay, so guys, if you don't understand what I said on this video, I want you to carefully rewatch this video so that you can understand every detail that I've explained on this video on how you can trade using these indicators, the Forex index, all right, and also the RSI on the Crash 500 and Boom 500 index. Okay, so I hope you find value in this video that I've just shared with you guys right now with this awesome boom and crash strategy. On my next video, I'm going to give you another powerful strategy that you can use. All right, so if you like this video, do well to like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys on the next video.